feel good.
Oh, of course we feel good and you do too. You choose to listen to Triple M this time of night, you get entertained, Fat, for about an hour. And I'll tell you what we got coming up today. A man called Andrew Rains, who we love and have loved for a long time, and also love his old man. His old man, Bill, is as happy with himself as any individual any of us have ever seen, but one of the great blokes, and that's Jeff Rains we're speaking about. His young bloke, Andrew, he's gone down a different path post-career. We're going to find out what he's up to and also get to the family with a question that Bill first put to the family about 5 years ago, and somehow we're still doing it. Hello to you, Fat.
Jimmy boy, hey, cool cats and kittens.
Oh, my God. Cool cats and kittens.
I think that's off Tiger King, isn't it? Yes.
Oh, my God.
And we must say a big welcome to the nice, befronted one, Rabsy.
The most powerful puncher from Perth that has ever been, Danny the Man, the Machine Gun
Oh, no.
Machine.
Oh, no. Come on, Matty.
Every time, bro, Matty here.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. How bad is it?
Have I got a big
Yeah, go
rap? Have I got a big rap for you today, Jimmy boy? I don't know where to
Go on.
start. I'm that busy.
Well, we can start with the opener if you want.
Yeah, good idea.
Now on Triple M's Rush Hour.
Jim, our listeners do like hearing about other sports other than golf, football and cricket, you flog.
It's Billy's All Sports Report.
Oh,
Yes.
all sports, Jim. Speaking of all
Go on.
sports, let's go to AFL footy.
Right, yes,
And I don't know, you're on TikTok or not, Jimmy boy, but the
No.
AFL coaches have come out overnight on TikTok and done
Yes.
some of their best work with their families. Certainly Damien Hardwick. It was hard work for
Damien
him. Let me
Hardwick.
tell you. Now, to be fair, Dimmers wasn't that good. But then I tell you, it was good. Simon Goodwin, he got on. He was very good with his two daughters. And
Yes.
then Nathan Buckley jumped on, and he was very, very good. So have a look at that if you can on TikTok.
Yes, I did see Bucks. I didn't see the other two.
And
I
Bucks
thought he
has
was very
challenged
good.
Essendon coach John Worsfold now, so that'll be interesting to have a look at. Whoosh up.
Yes.
I don't know if he's got too many movements. Oh,
No,
whoosh.
I'm not sure about the movements.
Exactly. Also, now I've got rugby union, Jim, that we don't know a
Yes.
lot about. We'll put our hands up straight away.
Well, not the modern game, especially.
That's
I agree.
right. I don't know if you saw this. 11 Wallabies ex-captains. So 11 ex-captains of the Wallaby team, so all the greats, have co-signed a letter and wanting to get rid of the management and also the board there at Rugby Union Australia.
Yes, they're not happy, especially with the CEO. They're far from happy, they appear to be.
Far from happy. But I was thinking about this, Jim. Back in our day when we grew up, we knew 3 or 4 or 5 Wallabies, used to
absolutely.
watch them a bit. You knew the names.
Yeah, Simon Porterman, Nick Farr-Jones,
Yep.
Campese.
George Gregan.
Absolutely. Georgie Gregan, John Eales.
John Eales.
Absolutely. And then going right back to the Ella brothers,
Oh,
Glenn
yes.
and Mark Ella, and
That's it.
the legends. I agree.
So now I put this to you. Name me 1 or 2 players that play for the Wallabies, our national team.
Does Quade Cooper still play?
Well, in and out a bit, isn't he?
He's in and out.
Well, he's going to
He
play
sometimes takes himself out.
He
but,
does. But
he would be the only one I could come up with.
which just tells you that the state that the game is in. We just don't know
Yes.
anyone that plays there. You knew the
I'm
coach who
with
was
you.
about to get the arse every week.
Who?
Oh,
Yes.
Knackers. Had the hair like Chief, didn't he? The island on top.
You just said you knew him.
Well, I know him if you said his name. So
Are
that's
you thinking about the Aussie bloke who coaches England?
no, not
Old knackers.
no, the bloke that got the lemonade and sauce. I thought he was doing a good job in there. Ring now. 1-333-53.
Ring now. Did you just say ring
No,
now?
I didn't, Jim. Hey, speaking of other codes, American
No,
football.
I want you to get hold of that. I want you to name that coach for me, please,
Yeah, I
before
will.
we
I'll
go
get
any
on to
further.
it. American footy, I'm just padding here for a minute, Jim, as I get my people to work on that.
Yes.
What about the Buccaneers, of course, our favourite? Well,
Where do you find the Buccaneers?
on your buckethead, but Tom Brady, of course. And did you see the old Cronksters come out of retirement?
I did see. My young bloke's mad on the NFL. He sent me a text this morning. I couldn't believe it. Because, of course, he had retired and moved on, I think, Rabs, into wrestling, hadn't he, the big Gronk?
I'm not sure. He's a bit
I think
of a
he'd
rogue
moved
unit.
into... Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
is.
did.
So
He
now
did.
he's
Ethan
back.
gave us the thumbs up. He went to WWE.
Yep.
Alan's
That's it.
just rang in from one Thaggy, and he said Michael Checker is the man. That, just
That's
couldn't
the
think
one you were looking for.
Thank
yeah,
you, Alan.
yeah. And the new coach's name, Bill?
is They haven't got one.
Yes, they do. They can't
they have.
not have a coach.
Well, who's their new coach?
That's Robbie Deans, mate. Everyone knows that.
Dave Rennie.
It's Robbie Deans.
Robbie Deans.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, Fat. What else you got there, please?
Also, Jim, I got plenty here. Well, poor old Kim Jong-un. He is in a bit of trouble, Jim. He's had a heart surgery and
Yes.
no one has seen him.
Oh, no.
What's that in the background?
It's called North Korean music. So.
Wow. So he's in a bit of trouble. No one's seen him for a week. He might
Yes.
be in a lot of trouble. And guess who's ready to step in?
Who's ready?
His younger sister, Kim Yo Jong. And they think she's about 31 years of age. No one knows how old she is, between 29 and 31. And no one has seen her husband, but apparently she's married and got 2 kids, but no one knows anything about her, which you wouldn't in North Korea.
Probably wouldn't know.
So, interesting country there, Jim. I'm not sure.
No, it is.
So your sports rap's gone political and geographical.
Well, a bit of it. Oh, now this one that we all love, a gaff, because we all stuff things up.
Oh, my God.
This
yes.
would be on the idiot file over there in New York's ABC 7, because Billy Riddler, something. He's a great anchor, mate. He's been there for a long, long time. Is that well known? And he had one of the biggest stuff-ups of all times, an on-air gaff. Have a listen to this.
We do want to mention one person who was singled out today by Governor Murphy, 26-year-old Jack Allard. He's a former Ridgewood High School lacrosse star and 2-time All-American. Was in a medically induced coma after coming down with a virus after spending time on a ventilator and 5 full weeks in the hospital. The governor today announcing that Jack has died.
It was a long month, but slowly Jack rebounded. And last Thursday, he was clapped out by the doctors and nurses who saved his life as he walked out of the hospital.
I feel horrible. Jack is very much alive. He has come home, not in the figurative sense, but in the quite literal sense, and my deepest apologies for that. I was just misread everything, and I apologize.
Come on, Billy.
Billy, you crossed him off.
He was clapped out by the doctors and the nurses who saved his life. He walked out of hospital, and poor old Billy said, no, he's passed away. So
Imagine if you're Jack and you're watching that at home.
wow,
You're thinking, hello, I'm actually dead.
I'm actually here. Hey, Billy, I'm here. So that is an on-air stuff-up.
Yeah,
that is
must go with the name.
idiot file.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Bill. Something you're very familiar with.
What else?
Dave Rennie is the new Wallabies coach, apparently. I'm reading it here.
Not
Fat.
Deansy.
No.
It's not, no one even knows who the new Wallaby coach is.
Rennie, former New Zealand and Cook Island rugby union player, is now coaching our national team.
What's his name?
Dave Rennie.
David Reynolds.
Dave Rennie.
Rennie, Rennie.
And who did you
Anyway,
say? Someone, Deans.
Robbie Deans. Oh, what about old dinner plate head? He's throwing Robbie Deans in. Fair dinkum.
We'll find out because we're a bit of a sports show, so we should probably know that. We'll be back after the
Probably
break
should
with
know that.
the actual Wallabies coach's name.
Oh, this is Triple M's Rush Hour with JB and Billy.